large-scale dams have been built using the PPP method?
Thank you for your question, Honorable Boss, through the Speaker. There are case studies. I haven't done any of them, but there are many case studies where actually in the development of concept notes for these PPPs, irrigation is a key component so that during financial feasibility, when doing a dam, we expect benefits, apart from indirect benefits of such as microclimates that develop within the region. The piece that comes with avoidance of animal, livestock, and people conflicts due to drought and famine. Some benefits, key benefits that are considered are domestic water, irrigation, very key for production of food, and hydropower. Thank you.
Small follow-up on that, because of those issues of PPP CS nominee. You cut the image of a young person, very professional, a good scholar, and that of a clean slate. You'll be getting into a space in the public sector that over the years has been marred by corruption. I see you shaking your head. I hope that shaking of your head is signifying a determination that you will not get roped into the cartels that have bedeviled the water sector over the years. If you have been taken through the State Department of Irrigation and the construction of those mega dams, from Badasa to Mad Dam, they're all riddled with corruption. What can you tell the people of Kenya, and more so the young people of Kenya, in relation to where you stand today and the position you'll take in the fight against corruption in the development of water resources in the country?
Thank you, Speaker. In response to Honorable Ichung'wa's question on the fact that I am about to face cartels and corruption, I will put my stand public. I have diligently served in my previous positions. I have held transparency, accountability, and my firm stand on corruption is, as you've said, I come as a clean slate. I'm not beholden to anyone. I am not shackled or tethered to anyone. And I think this is my personal opinion. Corruption is a cancer in the society. We have to root it out one way or the other. And if my nomination is approved by this House, I will engage in my duties, bracing and embracing integrity, honesty, and accountability to lead from the front. And if there are couplets, and I would expect the same from state officers under my mandate in the ministry. And if any of them is found capable of this, I understand we are a constitutionally bound country, and I will let the agents that deal with corruption, that is the EACC and other investigative bodies, take their course, and the law should be followed to the letter. Thank you, sir.
Nelson.
You come into the cabinet as the face of the young people. I'd like to know how you intend to use your ministry to create employment, because the biggest problem that we have in the country at the moment is youth unemployment. I want to hear that. And what innovations will you be proposing in the cabinet to make sure that the young people of this country have opportunities to be employed?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Speaker, sir. I would like to respond to Honorable Nelson on youth employment. 75% of Kenya's economy is driven by agriculture. I appreciate that. And I also appreciate that the young people are advocating for services. I am not naive, and I will appreciate that. On youth employment, the ministry as a state department of irrigation. Irrigation is mandated to harvest, store water. It is mandated to reclaim lands for productivity. And it is also mandated to increase the acreage of irrigation in the country. If approved by this House, I would, first of all, start by sensitization. We need, as a country, to appreciate that agriculture is not a by the way. It is a profession in itself. It is an economic activity that generates income to more of us. The young people, we need to understand that since high school, I would work with other ministries, such as the Ministry of Education, that projects such as micro irrigation that the ministry is rolling out, whereby we sink boreholes, pump the water to an elevated tank, and give the opportunity to clubs, like 4K clubs, to irrigate land for subsistence farming. Those activities are being coordinated with agriculture teachers to inculcate that and train the young people, who I understand approximately 800,000 to 500,000 young people are getting out of tertiary institutions. If they have this prior knowledge, and when they come out, I would advocate for private entrepreneurs to further these skills acquired at school level, while the ministry's job would be to provide water for irrigation. On innovation, we as a country, we have to embrace the fact that technology is changing every day. Changes in technology comes with new ideas, brighter and better ways to do activities. For example, in the ministry, I have been involved in water service providers distribution networks. These networks, most of them are people depend on memory to remember where the existing lines were, how they were done, when they were done. So I would encourage innovation in activities such as modeling, which will empower and employ young people in these water service providers, to forego and to eliminate dependence on people's memory. Technicians depend on memory to tell you where the pipeline is. Smart meters in these WSPs, where these meters are GSM enabled, creating more opportunities for the youth. And if I find an opportunity to sit in the cabinet as approved by this House, I would also be a champion to developing policies, not only in my ministry, but in other ministries that include and take care of public participation, especially the young people, inclusivity, and that their opinions are heard and they find the final decision or the final policy that is adopted as a country accommodates their issues.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Naisula.
Thank you, Speaker.